Well, we have a cold night in the Northeast. A bad evening to be without a parka, but we are set for football at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. And tonight we start Week 14 of the NFL season with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the New York Giants. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Here we go, check! Panther 11, Panther 11! 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates!
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
Gets this out quickly to Dotson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A third down gain of 19.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick!
They'll look to throw here on first down. Same connection. Dulcich once again. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down. Well, they told us that he was just going to be a bear to defend. And usually tight ends are, Charles, but he's no exception to that rule. His second catch of the opening possession, and it gets him a first down.
Yeah, and they certainly saw something on his earlier reception. He went back and reported what he found. And one of the things about him, he's like a wide receiver to me, Brandon. He has a great sense of space and understanding where defenders are.
We talk all the time, Charles, that it kind of gets cliche about the hands that he has, but really it's the truth. For a tight end, some of the best hands in the game. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. You talk about this Giant defense. They're just below the cut line for top half of the league, 17th in the NFL against the run.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely, as one of the better coaches in the league always tells me. On offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive. This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
That's taken in by Dulcich. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 23 yards on the play. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll run with Gibson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll set up to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
And his kick is good. And the Commanders get out to a 3-0 lead. Well, given where they started that opening drive, CD, I think to get 3 out of it, probably a pretty good start that they'll take.
I think you're exactly right about that because they just shook off the effects of the kickoff in field position and took the ball and moved it downfield. Didn't pay off with a touchdown, but that drive, that was really nice for them, and they did come away with 3 points.
Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
Let's go.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 52 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Cougar 19.
Willis with a quick throw out wide. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage 1 play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far on this drive. This offense on the march.
Willis. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Let's go, let's go.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
3rd and goal, Willis. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Ready to roll for the 2nd quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. And the first play will be a field goal try. This from 25 yards out. The kick by Carlson is good. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
Escaping the pressure right. Throw to the right, caught by Dulcich. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd and 4. A give up the middle to Gibson. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. And now they'll shift things around. Looking to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Partner, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
On first down, done. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Let's go now.
Back to throw, Willis. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Straight ahead, Gibson. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll run with Gibson. They juked him. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
First down, Washington.
Let's go.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And the slot man goes in motion left. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Here we go.
2nd down and 3. Ball on the 7. Gibson here running out of the gun. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And Washington has taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 10-3.
Commanders 10, Giants 3.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Come on.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And listen, these Thursday night games, they're tough on the body. You just played on Sunday, 72 hours later, hey, it's game day again. But I have to think a Thursday night game in September much more preferable than a Thursday nighter in December, no?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. You mentioned how tough it is on the body. How about the mind? You're already tired, fatigued, right? Trying to battle for playoff spots. And here you have the quick turnaround. Now, the flip side is, if you take care of business, win that Thursday nighter, you go into a mini open week. Gives you a few extra days to heal up the body and the mind before you play your next game.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now Willis to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now they'll work with 4 receivers here on 3rd down and long.
70 Rangers, 79 Broncos.
Now from the gun, here's Willis. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 41. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And his throw here's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now a 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that he can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
15 yards the pickup, 1st down Washington. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Ready up.
Man in motion is Agnew. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end, and that play going nowhere. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here, a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Now they'll change things around before the snap. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rolling to his right. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Giants are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw something away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away? It could cost them a ball game.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Now, these two teams, you might recall, met back in mid-season, Week 8 to be exact. And it was the Giants with a road victory, so they'll look for the sweep here in MetLife Stadium. Second down, here's Willis. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Jamin Davis. And they've got it very deep in enemy territory. It's inside the 5 at the 3-yard line, 1st and goal. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Gibson will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1.
Good work there, holding him out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
2nd and goal from the 1. One more time with Gibson. And he is unable to get in. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the 1st half. Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Gibson. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. And this one is right through. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a 1st and goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
On the jump.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, not much time remains here in this 1st half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Willis rushing into the line in a hurry here. Now Willis on 1st and 10. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the 2nd half. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the scout troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That third down conversion good for 23.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Willis is going to throw once more. Flush to his right. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Unlock Lions! Unlock Lions! Bronco 80!
Willis now off of play action. He finds his man, complete. That's done. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense, because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point, and what's usually direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue, not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness, off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
Now Willis. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Here's Willis. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. A great effort there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Giants have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead down to 3 at 13-10. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go now.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Warriors
But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the third quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. Oh, good return up past the 30. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Commanders.
And as we've talked to special teams coaches, that theme of being aggressive continues to come through, doesn't it? When they moved the kickoff back to the 35, it was going to cut down on the number of opportunities. But if you've got a special guy, you give him the green light no matter where he fields it in the end zone. And in this case, it paid off handsomely.
Well, he fielded it deep in the range of emotions. Maybe like, oh, no, don't. And then all of a sudden you see him break it. And you're like, yeah, way to go.
Yeah, sometimes you have to remind your head coach that he approved the green light for bringing it out from deep in the end zone. And that's exactly why he did.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Go check, go check.
And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here comes 3rd down at 7.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Willis will look to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
60 Mavericks, 60 Mavericks. Ready?
To the air on 1st down, here's Willis. It's caught inside the 25. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 35.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
He finds his man complete. It's long. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Come on. Hey.
Now 2nd and 6.
70 Timberwolves. Lightning 18. Let's go.
Up the middle they go. It's done. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 60 yards now on the ground, just 7 carries. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Willis looking to throw it. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's
tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
So they're coming up here on the 9th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and goal. Now Willis. And now here's another interception. Picked by Kendall Fuller. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them. Melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll go again with Gibson. He'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. This one left side caught by Gibson. And he'll take this one up to about the 6-yard line. Washington going to send out their punter. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Now a hit and a loose football. Well, it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
On 2nd down now. It's done. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 74 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ballgame.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly, they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
And the question now, can they get closer on 3rd down? A field goal from here, you're looking at right about a 52-yarder. Here's Willis. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Commanders Eagles are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Let's go now.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
A gain of 16 yards. And the Washington first down.
On first down, right back to Gibson. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready.
2nd and 3. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
On third down, here's Gibson. That is not going to be any help as they dump it behind the line of scrimmage. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now here's another interception. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
The Commanders take over first and 10 at the 27-yard line.
19 Charger, 19 Charger.
On first and 10, it's Gibson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And now they're in the hurry up. On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't...
Oh, no, he lost the football. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous run. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to perhaps salt this one away. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will make this a 9-point lead. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
This is 1st and 10. Throwing, Willis. Wide open receiver, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now Willis. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Cougar 19. Ready.
Here's Willis. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they've got to go and get it right here, right now.
Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Okay,
4th down, 10 yards to go. Willis, got to have this one. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and Washington will take control of the football in great field position. We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And he'll work down inside the 45. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then the last second, oh no, I better get down, and he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to letting it slip away.
And he will have a Commander's 1st down, and that should just about do it. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down.
1st down, Washington.
So it's Washington getting the victory here, and they were really helped by their